Hello everybody, welcome to your weekly lesson. Very looking forward to this. This week's category is Learn Standards, so we are expanding your repertoire with a new song, which is going to be I'll See You in My Dreams. Before we start, the usual two things you have to do. Download the resources from the button below. You are going to find 4 PDFs today. One is called I'll See You in My Dreams chord chart. The second one is called I'll See You in My Dreams versions. The third one is called Learn Standards, I'll See You in My Dreams. And the fourth one is called Sound Slice Link. For the time being, let's just open, you can download them all, but let's just open the one called Learn Standards, I'll See You in My Dreams. And then I'll tell you when to open the other ones as we go along with the lesson. The other thing I'm going to ask you to do is to make sure you book your Momentum and Deep Dive live call for this week. You can book it in the Momentum and Deep Dive section on the website, on the menu above. And those are your live sessions, and they are the live element of this program. So on those lessons, we meet live. And so you can ask me any questions there. You can get feedback on your playing if you wish. You can get feedback on your practice schedule, anything you want to ask, either related to this week's topic or even related to any other topic, gypsy jazz guitar wise. Having said that, if you're not able to join the live calls, you can always ask us questions offline. So you submit your question to the Facebook group and we'll get back to you within 48 hours with a written answer or a video answer. As I said, the Momentum and Deep Dive live calls are the live element of this program. So we also use them to dive deeper into this week's topic when there are no questions. So it is still 1 hour of a deep dive, right? Going deep into the topic, talking about new topics, other things that will enhance your learning experience, your learning of gypsy jazz guitar in general. So they are the live element of this program. And it's really important because I feel that online courses are becoming a commodity and they are becoming a little bit like books. So when we buy a pre-recorded course, I feel that it's just like a book. So, all the books that we buy and never read, they just sit on the shelf. The same it's becoming with online courses. So for me, of course, there is a pre-recorded section and part of this program, which is this one right now. And the beauty of it is that you can watch it in your own time. You can pause the video, get up, and make a cup of coffee. So that's the beauty of it. But also the live element of this program is what I think it's the cool part of this, because it makes sure you consume the content. It makes sure that you have live support. You have someone to help you through your journey and hold you accountable. So I think it's a very important aspect of this program, and that's why I always encourage you to join those sessions as often as you can and as much as you can. There are several time slots to accommodate different time zones, but of course you can join all the sessions even if you wish. So with that in mind, let's dive into it. Really excited about this. It's a beautiful song we're doing today. It's I'll See You in My Dreams. It is it's very famous in the gypsy jazz repertoire because, as we know, there is a very popular version recorded by Django Reinhardt. It is arguably the most beautiful solo, the most memorable solo as well, which actually we're going to learn next week. But today is going to be about the song. Today we will go through our usual steps to learn a new song. So I will show you how to play the song and the melody and the chords. But then as well, what's cool about this category and this session here is that I will guide you through the process and the steps to learn a new song. I've been obsessing with this in the past few years, and this is the system that I came up with that allows me to make sure that I don't just forget a song after a couple of weeks of learning it. Often what we do is we feel that we should learn a song. Maybe they called it the other day at the jam session, or maybe they keep calling that at the jam session, or maybe we see a lot of people playing a particular song, and so we say, okay, I should really learn that song. But we tend to rush into learning a song without really knowing the song first. And so here, this is a cool session that guides you through all the steps that are required to learn a song inside out so that you never forget it. Or even if you don't play it for a long time, it's going to be a lot easier than to recall it and remember it. For example, the other day I was playing a gig, someone called Body and Soul. And Body and Soul is a song that I've learned using this system a couple of years ago. And I played it for a month and then never played it again. Somehow no one called it at a jam session, no one asked me to play it at a gig, never played it for almost 2 years. And so when someone called it the other day at the gig, I was, oh man, I really don't remember this. I didn't even remember the first chord. But then, you know, they told me sort of the key, and the first chord is E flat minor. And then I sort of remember, I heard the first few notes of the melody by the clarinet. And then it came back to me straight away. And so I was really happy about this, obviously, and it really showed me that I felt like I have a good system in place to remember songs and to really learn them inside out. And this is the very same system that I will share with you guys today. Depending on your level, some of the things that we will go through today might be outside of your comfort zone, which is a good thing. Being outside your comfort zone means that we are improving and growing. So it is always about, I think, finding that sweet spot of being slightly outside your comfort zone, not in a way that is too uncomfortable and makes you feel like you want to burn your guitar, if you know what I mean. I think we've all been there a few times. But it's finding that sweet spot where you're just slightly outside your comfort zone and you always push yourself to learn new things, rather than staying in your comfort zone, which is just practicing the things that you already know, which doesn't make us grow and learn new things. So keep working on it. Find your sweet spot just being outside your comfort zone, and you will see the results. Remember one of my favorite African proverbs: "Infinite boiling softens the stone." It basically means just keep working, and even a stone will be softened by hard work. This is a very fun song to learn and to play, and a great one to add to your repertoire. So enjoy the lesson. Step 1. Listen to as many versions of the song as possible and familiarize yourself with it. So this is what I mean by we tend to rush into a song. And the mistake that we do, I see a lot of people do, is we don't really know the song even, but we just go and look for a chord chart and then start playing it. But that doesn't mean anything to us because we don't know how the song is even supposed to play, or not really. So the first few steps are actually listening exercises and making sure you know the song inside out, in here first, without even trying to play it first. So that's why I've got this PDF for you that you can now go and open. It's called I'll See You in My Dreams Versions PDF. And you can see many different versions of the song on there. So I would even pause this video and go and listen to all of them and more if you want. The beauty about this step is that you don't really need to be practicing when you do this. So you can create even a Spotify playlist or wherever you use, or a YouTube playlist even. And then go and listen to this song in the next few days as much as you can, all the different versions. You can do it when you drive, you can do it when you walk, you can do it when you do the dishes, you can do it when you cook, you can do it when you hang your clothes. You can do it whenever, really. And so it's a great listening exercise that you can do outside your practice session as well. So if you go on that PDF, I'll See You in My Dreams Versions, you're going to see the first one is really cool, is the first recording of the song, actually, the first ever recording of the song, which you should really go and listen to it, because I would be fairly confident in saying that most of us don't know this recording. although it's the first recording of the tune, so it makes sense to really know it. Then obviously we've got the Django versions, we've got the Stockelo Rosenberg version, we've got the Jimmy Rosenberg version, we've got again Stockelo and Roman, we've got Tommy Emmanuel and Stockelo Rosenberg. You know, I seem to be finding a lot of Stockelo Rosenberg versions, of course. Adrien Mognard, he plays a beautiful one, but try and go and find more and post them in the group so that I can see what you guys came up with and what you guys found. Try to find versions outside of the Gypsy Jazz repertoire. It'd be interesting to see if you find any. So as I said, feel free to pause this video and go through this step, and then make sure you keep going through step 1 in the upcoming days as well. Just keep listening to the song. This is a great exercise because you really get familiar with it. You will sort of ingrain it in your musical subconscious. This is step 1, really, really important. Step 2 is to learn the lyrics. This might seem like a bit of a controversial or counterintuitive action or step because we're not singers, or at least most of us are probably not singers. We're guitarists. And so why would I ask you to learn the lyrics? This is a step and a tip that I got from a very good friend of mine called Duncan Hemstock. He's a saxophonist, Australian saxophonist based in London, where I used to live. And we played together many, many times. And I was so fascinated by his style of playing that I went and took a couple of lessons with him as well. And you can Google him, it's Duncan Hemstock. You can look him up on YouTube. He's not very active on social media, he doesn't do a lot of videos and stuff. But you can see some videos where he really kills it. But anyways, his tip was learn the lyrics. And I was like, why? Well, because you want to learn the lyrics because it is a song that you're learning. There are a couple of good reasons. I will talk about all of them, but it is a song that you're learning. You're learning a song. And so if you learn just the chord progression, that's going to just end up being a bunch of chords. As you grow your repertoire, as you start learning 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 songs, you'll start realizing that the chord progressions are actually the same in a lot of tunes. Like if you see even I'll See You in My Dreams, that's that B flat major, B flat minor, F. If you look at it After You've Gone, which is another classic, it is the same chord progression in a different key. It's one tone up. So they end up being just a bunch of chords without any meaning if you don't really know the song. It is a song that you're learning, and a song comes with lyrics, you know, except instrumental songs, which is obviously a different story. So it is, by learning the lyrics, you actually learn the soul of the song. You learn the vibe of the song, that if it is a sad song, if it has got happy lyrics, melancholic lyrics, and so on and so forth. So this is also a necessary step to learn a song inside out. Then, you know, we'll listen to the song many times. We know the lyrics. And so this adds a layer to us actually not really knowing the song. If you're a singer, of course, by all means, sing it. But it's not about us being able to sing it. It is us about knowing what the song is about. The other reason why we want to learn the lyrics is because when we go and play the melody, this is the tip that I got from the sax player Duncan. When we go and play the melody and learn the melody, and when we go and interpret the melody and play the melody, we should do it with the lyrics in mind. And we should play the melody as we hear it. This is a very good tip. This way we will be able to deliver the song, really deliver to the song. So for example, the melody is I'll see you in my dreams, yeah? Excuse my singing, it's not very good. So the idea is to play the melody the same way you would sing it. So I will think of each syllable as I play the melody. doesn't mean I have to sing it when I play it, but so here I thought I was thinking, sorry, see what I mean? It does come across as I know what I'm saying when I play it. So sometimes we tend to overcomplicate the melody and maybe play it. But you wouldn't sing it like that. How would you even sing it? You know, one note is one syllable, and this is when the melody becomes lyrical when you play it. Obviously, you know, what you might argue, well, what about Django, Ella Fitzgerald? They destroyed the melody. You know, sometimes they were singing it or playing it so different. And of course, that's a good point, but they are masters at their craft. We are learning, we are studying here, and so this is a process to learn this music and learn to play songs. Then obviously when we become masters at this, you can play around with the melody the same way Ella Fitzgerald did, but then you do it on the instrument. But it needs to be singable, if you know what I mean. So this is an exercise. I'm providing you the rules of how to do this. Then we are supposed to break the rules to make real music eventually. And so what do I mean by that? I mean, when we learn a new language, like for example, all the music theory concepts and idea and rules that I teach you, when we go and learn a new language, say we're learning Japanese or French, let's say French, and so to speak it, I'm gonna have to learn the grammar and the rules of that language. But then to make poetry with it, we go and break the rules eventually. But you wouldn't start learning French by learning French poetry or by making French poetry. First you need to learn how to speak the language. Then breaking the rules, you actually must break the rules at times to play good music. And it's the same with language. When you want to take your communication to the next level, which is poetry, I suppose. I think this is quite a good comparison. I think it works for most aspects of it. But anyways, I hope this makes sense. So learn the lyrics. When it comes to jazz standards, usually the lyrics are not that long, you know? And so, you know, it's not going to take ages. So, step 3 will be to finally analyze the form, and learn the chord chart. Where do you go and learn the chord chart? Well, you analyze the form, which means you see what structure it has, you know, songs. Well, first of all, where do you find the chord chart? I would recommend that you try and learn it by ear first. Then, if you cannot learn it by ear, then go and look it up online. You know, you have real books, fake books, YouTube, iReal Pro. The resources are endless to find the chords. But this is a good opportunity for you guys to practice your ear training. I will play for you the chords of the song in a moment, and I will show you how it's played. But this is a good opportunity for you guys to practice your ear training. This is how I would do it. So you're going to learn and put on the song, and you're going to hear this, but obviously you wouldn't know what it is. So then the way I would do it is, step 1, go and look for the bass note. So you can, you know, keep playing the song, and then you find your bass note. Once you have that, you're going to know it's a B flat. The first chord is going to be a B flat of some sort. And then the next step is, okay, what is the third? Is it going to be a major third or a minor third in that chord? And so you go and try both. So you're going to have, that's a minor third, first. So you go and put on the recording again and play those two notes at the same time against the recording. And there you're going to hear that it clashes actually. And so you try the major third. And in this case, it's going to work. You put the recording on, play your major third and the root. Oh, okay, so it is a root and a major third. Next, you go and try your fifth. If it is a 1 and major third, the fifth is very likely to be a perfect fifth, but still double check. And that's gonna work. Next, you try your seventh. If the seventh is flat, then, so, there. Then you're dealing with a dominant chord, B flat seventh in this case. If the major seventh, if the seventh is a major seventh, then you're dealing with a regular major chord or major seventh chord. You know, in gypsy jazz vocabulary, it is likely to become then a major six, right? Or a major ninth, perhaps, but 6-9. But anyways, you will know it's a B major chord, B flat major chord. And then you move on to the next one. Now, if it takes you ages to work out the first 2 or 3 bars, then perhaps just work on those first 2 or 3 bars. But then, having said that, if you're comfortable with working out the most of the song like this, then by all means. And then each time you get quicker. Maybe it will take you half an hour to work out 2 chords, and then next time it will take you half an hour to work out 4 chords, and so on and so forth. That's how we train our ears. So this is a great opportunity to do some ear training as well as learning a new song. Then when you have the chart, you analyze the form. So jazz forms are going to be, AABA, AB, ABAC, like in this case. And we can see there's an A section, then a B section, then the A section repeats. That's why we say ABA, and then we have a C section, ABAC. Finally, so we haven't done any playing yet. Finally, you go and learn how to play the chords of the song. Now, you've got the chart there, and so for the chords, in terms of how to play the chords, you can go on the website and check out the free lessons section of the website, and you can find the how to play all of these chords. There's a section that's chords. I don't remember what it's called actually, but you can find that section where you can check out how to play all of these chords, all of these chord types, the 6, the minor 6, the dominant, and so on and so forth. This is how you play the song from the top until the end. I'll play it at moderate tempo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. One more time. Bear in mind, this is actually pretty basic way of playing the the song in terms of chords. So if you wanted to take it a step, the next step, the A section is actually fine. The B section is fine, but on the last two bars of the B section, see where we have that G minor 7th, C, and then C 7th. That G minor 7 could already be a C 7th. And then that C 7th on the last bar can actually be an F 7th. That takes you back nicely to the B flat. So I will play the B section for you with these changes. So D 7th for 4 bars. Then G 7th for 2 bars. Then already C 7th. And then F 7th. So then also, when it comes to the very last bar of the song, which is that F6 for 2 bars, when it comes to that, you can actually make it an F7th on the last bar. So you still play F major or F6 or F6-9 on the bar before the last one. And then you make that an F7th on the last bar. Again, that takes you back nicely into that B flat. Okay, so moving on. Once you know how to play the form and the chords, make sure you can sing the melody on top. You don't have to sing out loud, you can sing it in your head, you can hum the melody or sing it quietly just for yourself, but it's a very important thing that you're able to able to sing the melody and the right lyrics as well. Remember, we need to know to memorize the lyrics as well. Finally, the next step would be learn to play the melody. So we're finally there. Now, to learn the melody, I've actually I haven't used the Django melody. I haven't used the melody of Django's solo, of Django's version. I'm actually using the melody from the original recording. So if you go on, you open the Sound Slice link PDF, and in there you're going to have the link to Sound Slice that takes you to that melody. Right? So on Sound Slice there, you'll find that the melody starts on bar 84. I haven't transcribed the rest of it because we're not interested by that. All we need there is really the melody, and so you can see it on bar 84. Let me do a share so you can see there. On bar 84, you will be able to learn the melody.
I'll see you in my dreams, hold you in my dreams. Someone took you out of my arms, still I feel the thrill of your tongue. Lips that once were mine, tender eyes that shine, they will light my way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams.
That's it. It's a very easy melody, and Sound Slice makes it obviously very easy for you guys because you can see the melody playing in real time, the notes highlight in real time as you play it. Note one thing though, that's the original version, and that's one tone up, so that's the key of G. It starts with the C major chord and see. So that's if you want to play that in the key of Django's version, which is in F, you'd have to move it down a tone. So take what you have, in case you wanted to practice it on a backing track, which you should actually. Take it down, move everything down 2 frets this way, and then you have it. I hope it makes sense. It's a great exercise as well. Try it in different boxes as well. It doesn't have to be in that. You can do it on different octaves. This is a great exercise that you can spend a couple of days on even. You can. You can do it in a few boxes. And again, no point in me demonstrating the melody there because it's there. It highlights as you play it. So then that's finally your step when you actually go and learn the melody. And these are your steps to learn a song. Now what I've done, sorry, I've lost my PDF, I need to get it back. What I've done is I've added some extra steps, right? And the steps are, sorry, bear with me, apologies, I need to go and get the PDF again, I closed it by mistake. It's what I call bonus steps. Here we are, okay. So bonus step 5, you'll find it on page 7 of the PDF. Now, why do I call them bonus steps? These are only if you guys have time, depending on your level, you know, maybe you already spent a lot of energy and time in steps 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so there's no time for the bonus parts. That's why I call them bonuses. But if you manage to go through all of these steps sort of quickly in a few days, then you can spend time on these bonus steps. Bonus step 5 is to work out your own solo guitar arrangement of the song. In my opinion, this is one of the best exercises that you can do to develop your musicianship. How does it work? Well, you need to try and play melody and chords at the same time. The important thing is to have every chord on beat 1 of each bar. So, sorry. Yeah. So you can play the melody in between without having to play the chord each time you play a note, but the note goes on the one of each bar. So you know, if it probably means also you need to work out the melody 1 octave higher. Sorry. There. Right? This is it's a difficult exercise, but by doing that you work on all the areas, most areas of your guitar playing. I actually know professional players who when they don't have a lot of time to practice, maybe they are on tour, maybe they are just busy, when they don't have a lot of time to practice, this is the only exercise they do, because it covers so many areas: your music theory, your technique, your dexterity, your chord shapes, your ear. It's just fantastic. Then another bonus step that you guys can go through would be obviously to repeat steps 3, 4, and 5, but in a different key. You basically work the song out a 4th up or a 5th up. So, for example, if the key was A major, then you would play it in the key of E major if it's a 5th up. In this case, it is the key of F major, so you go and work it out in the key of C major, right? This is a great exercise to train your music theory muscles, especially this. It is a song that has got lyrics. It means singers will sing it at jam sessions, and every singer will want a different key. So this is a skill very important to have. Change the key of the song and play it in a different key. If you need help with this step, let me know, we can talk about it in the class. or you can ask via the Facebook group if you need help on how to transpose a song to a different key. And these are your steps to learn a new song. Easy as that. So, really looking forward to hearing your feedback on this. If you look at page 9 on the PDF, you're going to see your actions for next week. Action 1, memorize the melody of I'll See You in My Dreams. Just memorizing the melody. You should be able to sing the whole melody in your head. Action 2 is to memorize the chords and the form of I'll See You in My Dreams. You should be able to play rhythm for the whole song without looking at the chart. Action 3 is to play the melody of I'll See You in My Dreams over a backing track. Very important, when you finish this week's tasks, post done in the group and share with the group something new that you learned by doing the tasks. This is a very important step because by posting any video, any feedback, anything that you want to share, you nurture the community, which is where everybody thrives, everybody supports each other. So it's our most important asset is the community that we have here. Also, by posting, if you commit to post a video, you know that you're going to be the other students are going to watch it, and so it means you're going to practice at a higher standard, which serves you, of course, because you're going to be improving faster. You will also inspire the other students to do the same, especially if you feel that you're not good enough to post. That should be you. It also trains your playing for an audience muscle. So it's just a great exercise to do. And it nurtures the community, as I said, so very good thing to do. Make sure you join us on the live calls this week. If you cannot join them and you've got questions, post your questions in the Facebook group. We'll get back to you with a written answer or video answer within 48 hours. Thank you for watching. Looking forward to seeing you in the class or hearing your feedback and questions and seeing you play this beautiful song. Next week we'll work on the solo, so make sure you nail all of these steps, or as many as you can, for this week. Lots of love. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.